turtle nerds, welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're gonna be feeding the turtles some shrimp. First, we gotta thaw this stuff out though.
So here I'm using some human grade shrimp, but you can also use bait shrimp. It really doesn't matter to the turtles. In order to thaw them out, I'm literally just rinsing them off in some water and leaving them for just a couple of minutes until they get nice and soft. Unfortunately, I am both dumb and paranoid, so for the babies, I'm peeling off the exoskeleton of the shrimp just because I don't want them choking on anything. For the adults, I really wouldn't worry about it, but for the little babies, I'm pulling it off. Shrimp are an excellent treat for a variety of different turtle species, especially diamondback terrapins, which naturally live in brackish water and usually saltwater ecosystems in the marshlands of the eastern seaboard of the United States. The reason that I'm hand feeding these terrapins is because if I don't, they will kind of battle one another for the shrimp. They really start to lose their minds when it comes to fresh foods like the shrimp. They kind of get a little bit too aggressive with one another and will literally steal the shrimp out of each other's mouths, so I try to hand feed them so everybody's happy and everyone's eating. Out of fear of another animal stealing it out of their mouths, they'll take that piece of shrimp and swim away with it frantically until they get to a nice spot where they can just finish eating it and enjoy in peace. Shrimp is an excellent source of protein. It's a really good naturalistic food item and a little treat and snack that they can have in addition to their normal staple diet. I wouldn't rely on this to feed them consistently though, because they could very quickly become spoiled and only accept shrimp, which is not good because it does not have all the nutrients they need, but it's a really good supplement to their normal staple diet, which I have a mixture of different pellets, freeze-dried mealworms, freeze-dried shrimp, and other things like that. For now though, it's like a special little treat. It's like a reward. And as you can see, they absolutely love it. As we move on to this tub with these two young men, we're going to see something really cool that's happening. So this terrapin's eating them totally normal, like nothing's going on, but the other one was just trying to eat the shadows at the bottom of the tub, and I think I know why this is. When this little guy was a teeny tiny baby, he would only eat brine shrimp, and so he would just go down to the bottom of the container of whatever feeding container he was in and just slurp up all of the frozen brine shrimp. Therefore, even though he's much larger now, I think that he smells the shrimp again and then assumes that they're also going to only be at the bottom. So he's used to, once he smells shrimp, just biting at the bottom and getting those shrimp. So I kind of had to coerce him up to the top so he can learn what the new protocol is. He's done this once before when I fed him shrimp like 3 weeks ago, but I just think it's so cool that he managed to remember back when he was a little teeny tiny baby how he was able to eat the shrimp when he would smell it. And then they had a little Lady in the Tramp moment that I had to split up, but it was absolutely adorable and just goes to show the intelligence these guys have. Next, Otis, the box turtle, wanted some shrimp, but he was still trying to eat shrimp even though he already had it in his mouth. He's insane. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. Little teeny tiny pipsqueak. I had to break up the shrimp into like very tiny pipsqueak sized pieces, and I put her on my hand in order to eat them, and she's actually got a really solid bite. I'm really happy because I'm almost certain that pipsqueak is finally starting to grow, so I gave her these teeny tiny pieces of shrimp. She took them and bailed into the water, but she was absolutely fine and was able to finish her little pieces. For those of you who don't know, pipsqueak is a runt, and despite being 9 months old, is still the size of a tiny hatchling. Therefore, I'm very happy to give Pipsqueak as much shrimp as she will possibly eat in order to encourage the growth spurt that she's currently going into only 1 year late. I normally feed Pipsqueak Zoo Med hatchling formula, which is a type of pellet that's super small and able to fit in her teeny tiny mouth, and it's also extraordinarily calorie dense, which the shrimp are not as calorie dense, but they're a really good change of pace from her normal diet, and it very well could help accelerate her growth rate and really start to get her back on track to the growth of a normal baby terrapin. Pip and I would like to thank you all so much for watching. Comment down below what you like to feed your turtles as a treat, and subscribe to see if little Pipsqueak will continue to grow.